this because they have shut down the initial push. It is 4 headshots and possibly the 5th onto Rollin. Last man up through middles, putting up some kind of a fight. He has
major stage with Taz, but
T-spawn right in front of it.
Oh,
Wow.
Goodbye. First entry coming straight through, but coldzera somehow holding the line with the FAMAS. Fallen's even moving in to help him out. And quick as you like it, kinguin may have had that man advantage, but it was so short-lived.
Rowlin, only 1 letter away from being fallen, but 1 shot away from death as well. As we've got the top opper over at Markelov and FER to...
This is a large volley of grenades thrown up towards Long, but they're going to walk into Fallen. And he's going to try to get out a dodge, but he can't turn back around fast enough, despite Cold being there. It is Taz to drop both bodies. Tarek up next, coming in off of Cat with a 2K. The bomb hits the dirt yet again. They've stumbled into some difficulties. It is MiBr locking things down.
But on rifle rounds, you might need 3 people. On ecos, you know, you need 1 or 2.
Shadow gives way to the 3K. coldzera with 1 hell of a spray down. I mean, multi-frags have been the name of the game for MiBr in these opening 6. Every time kinguin seem to have some kind of a stance, some sort of footing, it's just denied entirely.
30 seconds left. They've got to make a move now. They're finally making their way up through short. We've barely seen them touch the site before, and this is why Fallen hitting a quick shot after coldzera going down, and he's repositioned back for a second one. Time really is the problem here for kinguin, plus the fact that they're only half as equipped in terms of player numbers. Bomb going down, but the fast short push from FER is perfectly timed, and he'll find both. Clean as you like it. 8 rounds.
This is a huge bait once again. FER just in the back, and yeah, now they feel comfortable to go up since he's fallen off, allowing everybody to come out into the slaughterhouse that is the Dust 2 double doors.
And hopefully they can try and diversify this a little bit.
It's going to be some kind of A-split. That's a great flick.
It's a little bit of damage off the first one. Fallen's going to be pressured. There's so many bodies just ahead of him, and he's missed himself a second shot, but Tarek goes for the consecutive spray down, and he is combining with Fallen to turn them away. The 5th man's finally joining in off of the catwalk. He's a little late. Everybody's dead. Fallen, 4 frags. All the while, coldzera holds towards sight, and he has the element of surprise. They may have bomb, but he's got them lined up. It's going to be the clutch for the 13th. Fallen, can you close this?
He actually made the big rotate really early, so mentally I think that's going to give him a bit more time than he'd expect. The Malzeno now kind of keeping an eye on it, but I assume he might get a little bit lazy. It's the op again that is going to appear, and now Fallen's actually quite low, and Malzeno finishes it 1v2 and puts kinguin on the board, and revel in this for 1 more round, though.
Yeah, no utility for the T's to try and lock down this bomb site, so they will be at the will of MiBr. Start to move this utility forward. Fallen still patiently looking for some kind of a kill, and he hits the no-scope for the damage. Poor Taz, before seeing anyone's dropped. And then it's coldzera to come in with a duo of frags, so FER from above denied. Manize has this, so it seems, because Fallen's got something to say. And Malzeno will clutch this one out. It's back-to-back rounds for kinguin. Very well false victim to this.
This setup is sick for kinguin. They might completely catch him off guard. Miles only has to delay by getting a kill or 2, but that Molotov is going to force him forward. Taz on the back line. He does open up, but it might be too late. This B site already hard to retake, and MiBr are crawling over it.
Here comes Manize just on the side of the smoke. Taz and Rollin with a couple of headshots. Cuts this down into the 4v2, but the health is so low. Fallen's already got himself the first one. 3 left to connect, and he just can't do it. kinguin have got themselves a little wiggle room.
This is going to feed into their fear a little bit as they walk out the smoke to help them cross, and now they get to crunch 2 players sitting in the site with no Molotovs to defend.
9 seconds up as well. FER's going to find the entry. That's big. Second one found from Fallen, and this site is just completely caved open. But yeah, no time. They haven't got the bomb down. It's a lost round.
Bangs and calling for his teammate to come help him out. It is just pistols ahead, but it is major champions with pistols now dead. A 3rd one denied as Stewie clears pit, but Manize is still here. He understands that all the players are out there. He's got the support behind him, so he's probably not going to shy away, but that's going to give the chance for Stu to duel. Unfortunately, removed as he attempted to just launch down into the pit. Tarek, the last man up again this round. 3 targets ahead and little health to play with.
He's so scared to peek. I don't blame him.
For MiBr, what could be the last round of the first map. of the grand finals here at Zotac Cup.
And no trade once again for kinguin. A constant problem they've had. Even further aggression. Stu's going to catch two pushing into the tunnels, and just like that, kinguin are down to one man.
But the bomb can't move right now. It's Taz who worked the CZ at the start of this to try and do something more, but he had to here to the CTs will come in the form of Taz dropped off E-Box as FER splits into the site. Reitz will nullify him, and finally Tarek's able to get himself out from the doors. There were flanks upon flanks in this round, and so as everybody dies for kinguin.
Perfect timing on the kill. Now this is going to make things easier for kinguin to come in on the retake, although Stewie, he's the man with the deagle, the man with the plan. He's already found two heads to start it off. Third walks around the corner, and Manice will finally find that shot.
His bomb is completely alone towards Squeaky Door on the back of Fallen. And the only A defender, Manice, is cleared out through A main. So he's going to double back and try to take Squeaky Door, but I feel like Fallen's got his head on a swivel.
Oh my gosh.
Oh!
Whoa!
You hate to see it.
That?
And now that bomb is so stranded. I mean, Manice could try to commit to this. You can see his team already trying to rebound back towards this side of the map. Manice unsure as to whether or not Fallen was alone, but what he does know is he can just try to keep himself in control of this device. Manice misses the shot on the man who has retrieved the bomb. And with 40 seconds left, Stu could walk away from this. To try and clear out Z, but look at the clock. There is 8 seconds left. This bomb has to go down. It's going to try to plant itself on the other side of red. The players in sight can do nothing to stop it. They found a safe spot to plant that is so smooth, but it's not over because Reitz is still in here, and he's got his work set out for him. Too much to handle.
Actually sit on top of the door, get another kill from a different angle into A main, and fall back and fight again.
Fast ones. Two very fast ones. So I feel like they just need to dwindle down numbers first. And while they do get one kill, they've also sustained another death. So things not looking any easier as we get further and further into this situation. But now it's Reitz's chance to really shut it down.
Back turned, easy kill. Even if the AWP's there, it's still going to be a clutch needed for Fallen. A 1v2 with Miles already hearing the footsteps back into the vents. He can call for his teammate to run. Although the vents have to be broken, so Fallen fakes it out, doesn't drop with it. Mouse is ready on the other side, but 30 seconds left. Fallen, he's got to make a decision. He's still being flanked. Taz is ready to push into main if it does continue to be an A play. But Fallen just hesitates only to further drop back into the vent room. He needs to check this corner, and he does. Looks away, and there it is. 6 rounds of kinguin in the half. Eventually bites him back with a bit of a Glock, and Tarek is all that stands here for the Brazilians and Americans.
Oh, the door is open. Tarek's going to get himself right onto the bomb site. He even grabs the AK. Now this is going to throw a bit of a spanner in the works. He's looking for more damage, and he's going to deal it out. A man straight behind him, though, is his demise. Reitz.
The food stands by.
Stewie's just going to commit to the spray down. And even takes down a third. He knew he had enough bullets to get it done. Here's FER. He has come from the shadows to catch Taz by surprise. 1v5 on Mount Zeno. He's already been found out, so this is just Stewie winning a round.
Tarek is close by, so he's surely going to get at least 1 or 2 here. And they don't even check it. There it goes. Tarek with 2. Cold is going to double up as well. The iconic combo on this B site, it seems. And absolutely no problem for MiBr.
That's when he tries to find his kills, but he's not going to force the issue. That's fine. They are still maintaining the push outward to the kinguin. They are still isolated inside A main, but those 2 kills where the CT step forward could definitely change things. I mean, the health is so incredibly low, but the clock's at 45 seconds, and we've got an interesting position from Manice where he's... And now that the smoke has faded, Taz is on full display, and he just gets popped. His noggin sloppy. Manice now gets the chance, but he can't get either kill right away, so he's been figured out. And remember, 3 HP is all he has to play with.
Oh, this is the hardest of crossfires to try to figure out. Fallen, just getting that information allowed him to know that Manice would...
The defenders making them move and not allowing for them to be comfortable in their positions. But they have been comfortable in landing and sick shots. The spray down from FER is going to be good for only 1, but again, you can't get past all of these bodies. They're so stacked up on the bomb site. MiBr just clamping down now, and a knife from Stewie!
Gang! Oh, the them back for a few more seconds. They've not got much of that. 15 on the clock as the bomb makes its way to the back of the site, and it is an open plant. With Reach covering the cross, it's a double push from MiBr, but it's a double kill from kinguin. Cleaned up the round, and they're still in this game. They do ahead of the curve, holding the cross. He might be able to get the bomb. Oh, that's a big kill. Does he realize there's a second player up here?
It's going to be a close one.
He thinks he has to plant. Mozino pushed out of position, legged by the AWP, and now knows that he needs to deal with this threat as well.
Both of these players for MiBr are incredibly close to falling. It's going to be a reposition here from Fallen as he goes back into Z. Mozino still trained over towards the truck wall. And Tarek, as he clears out Forklift, is going to have to be first contact, I'd say. I think he may have just heard the scope.
Yeah.
He just heard the scope from Manice. Now Manice is going to come across. Tarek jumps over. No. They got it! Fallen setting up his team for success.
Oh, they
and
have
the
the
defuse is there.
Oh my God, they actually did it.
Yet around the corner, Reitz trying to use a bit of a verticality. Now they're going to be able to close that gap. Look at the way they're bursting forward. Tarek and Stewie with two. Fallen with a third, but now kinguin respond. At the last possible moment, it falls onto Reitz, and he's dropped the bomb behind him. 15 seconds. He needs to prioritize plant. He's got it back in his position. But he's going to find no cover. So close, he's got to be cautious. Tarek's going to charge it in, so he tries to pin him into the corner, but Reitz with 6 HP has nothing left to do. He came off of the plant, and like that, kinguin will lose in the 30th round. That one is a heartbreak.
Oh, 2 rounds at MiBr had no business winning. They go ahead and do it. Every single player. It's actually not a late look. They're splitting back A. They've run back. It's only a fake. It's a juke. Because right now, kinguin don't know what's about to hit them. Rallen spotted the first, and Miles has moved in to defend him as well. But Cold is finally wrapped up through Ivy, and that's where things get interesting.
Manice is going to give a chance to skewer this on the side. They're going to try and prioritize plant, but he can't hit the headshot. Eventually, he'll pick up his kill, and another one on top. But the whole time, FER has been creeping and crawling his way from B. Now, it's a 1 versus 4. It is highly unlikely, but he is now one step closer to the unthinkable and an upgrade. He'll swap over to the USP to try and mitigate this distance, but there are 3 players.
Oh my God!
Make that 2, possibly just 1 for the unthinkable. Manice is already home, but he's gone. Stewie just turns his head at the worst possible moment because it allows for Reitz to walk in. Fallen's plant is interrupted, and he's also being flanked from above.
I like this approach, though. Instead of just going back towards B, he's trying to push into the A side. The timing doesn't matter because Fallen swivels. Luckily enough, Rallen's there to clean up the pieces, but
they will hug the wall in order to get themselves that much closer. Mozino untraceable shots, but the audio cue gives way to FER's peak. And the jump across will get Fallen with the bomb on plant, but he cannot punch in the digits. It has been denied. Someone else is going to have to pick it up. And just as that happens, Reitz gets in the position to try and contest this. He's even cleared the player closest to him. But Rallen, outnumbered, starts with the first.
Stu's already on the angle, though. He jumps over it. Stu didn't see, but it doesn't seem to make a difference.
Which is very crucial. It allows for him to come join the players on the B site. There is still one over there. But there's also all 4 of these terrorists tagged up, and now the kills start to trickle in. A second could be there, but Stewie's able to give cover, just allowing for the retreat to happen. FER finds safety for only a second, so it seems. Stewie has to come back for another trade frag. He's done this fantastically thus far, and Rallen, he's outnumbered, he's all alone, and he's just going to walk away with his op. Goes deep to block off the first lane. FER's not going to find his initial kill, but he will pick it up after a bit of a flurry. FER still up here, eventually dropped. Second is good, third not so much. Stewie emerges through the smoke, and with an element of surprise, he will only find himself 1. It is Tarek's flank, which looks to be the biggest contender, and now they can pinch onto Rallen. It's the backstab through the back of the brain. Coldzera blasts Rallen. 15-1. Tarek's taking his
doesn't realize there's one more round.
Mate. Oh, no, Tarek.
Disqualified.
Yeah. He wants that.
Left to do. Tarek playing this position like a lot of people do, but what FNX was best at That wall was his. 2 up close on inner. There's nothing kind of bridging the gap between the inside and outside players. They're all relying on themselves. No one close to Z. Scout shots to T-Con. 3 enemies show themselves at the bomb.
Mouse's Deagle. That's the entry that's going to let them out of the doorway. And he, oh my, he's able to help out with Taz, but Coldzera's back over by Ivy Train, and Stewie's dropping down from the ladder room. It's going to be a long-distance shotgun, but the 12 gauge is good. And with 3 last kills, MiBr will do it. It is in such a convincing fashion that they pick up the Grand Championships of the Zotac Cup Masters.
A well-earned trophy from this Brazilian-American lineup. They've done fantastically to secure it in the style that they did.
Wow! Okay, gentlemen, please step forward.
What a roar, Sammy.